home to defy. Speeding through the night, we're chasing dreams. Power grid kings rule the machine. Lemons in the sun, cutting sharp and lean. Feel the adrenaline, it's more than supreme.
Bon bloody Jordo, how are we doing? Join us for Season 12 Race 3 around Austria for PGRL. It's going to be an absolute blind. I can't wait. Last week, absolute scenes, rain, safety cars, carnage, everything. Everything you wanted from an F1 race. It happened last week. I can't wait this week. 20 drivers, very short track, only 36 laps as well around Austria. 10 turns. Standings. So, Divi leads the way on 92 points. Clyde in second with 61 points. Joint with Hayes, who's got 61 points as well. He's up 3 from last week. Jonathan Apex, or John Mooney, he's up 1 with 57 points. Crypto Grace on 48 points, as well as Alan Royal Rumble in 7th with 42 points. Real Joker had a blinder of a race last week. Got the fastest lap as well. And was the comms driver of the day. He's on 34 points. Little Jumbo John on 32 in 9th. 10th place is G6XR with 31 points. Owen on 30. BitW on 22. He's in 12th. 13th is Koreshi with 16 points. Destructive J has 16 points. Koreshi has 18. Destructive J 16 points in 14th. 15th is Matt with 14 points. KJ Marino with 8 points. Bly with 6 points in 17th. Perm 18th with 5 points. 19th is Joe Bailey with 3 points. Pro with is 20th with 2 points. And then we have some Prowler and some other people that haven't raced that have 0 points. Williams lead the way in the Constructors. Sauber second with 128. Third place is Red Bull with 87 points. Mercedes have 72 points after their recovery drive last week. Racing Bulls 5th with 63 points. 54 points is the Haas in 6th. 7th place is Ferrari of 48. Aston Martin has 47 points. 42 points for their Alpine in 9th. And McLaren bottom of the leaderboard in 90 with 32 points. Ooh, cloudy, love it. Everyone's going to be on the softs. Let's put the full track map on. Who's going to be the first one out? Must we listen to the birds? Jake playing? Jake? Oh yeah, must be. But here we go. Race 3, third qualifying of the season. It's a Racing Bull. Is it Clyde? Or is it Pro? I think it's going to be Pro. It's Pro. Pro is on the outlap. You know what that means? We're going to go with the broadcast cam. And then for the flying lap, we will ride on board and I will try and break down the lap as best as we can. Beautiful circuit. Again, only 2.683 miles long, or 4.318 kilometers. Oh, where's Pro going? I get trying to warm your tyres up, but you don't want to get them dirty like that. That's going to kill your tyres off before you've even done a lap. Even more grass on it. He does know that you've got to stick between the white lines, doesn't he? Right, here we go. Last 2 corners. And this is where you start your flying. Ah, that might be an invalidation of this lap. No, it's not. All right, powering down to turn 1 or Castrol Edge. All the way down to 88 mile per hour. Get your power on nice and early. Open up through the DRS. Then you power through all the way through here. Then there's turn 2, not really a turn. 197 mile per hour all the way down to 41 mile per hour for turn 3. That tight right-hander that's uphill. Then you get on the power nice and early. Get open the DRS, charge down to turn 4. 203 mile per hour, brake hard. For this right-hander, it's turn 4. Then ride the curb, then flick inside for turn 5. Then you want to try and get as flat out through here as possible, through 6 and 7. Turn 6 is called Power Horse. It didn't look like much power through there. Nicky Lauda corner there, powering through. There goes through 8. Little charge down to turn 9. Brake hard for turn number 9. Brake hard for 10. Another slow corner, and you don't want to cut too much, which he's done, and you invalidate your lap, and it will invalidate the next lap as well. The Alpine of Joe is invalidated. It's G6 will be the first one to set a lap, and it's a 1:05.2. What a lap. Jumbo John goes second quickest with a 1:05.227. Koreshi with a 1:05.795. Clyde invalidated. Let's look at what Coupe de Grace can do. Williams currently leading the constructors. Through 10 nicely. Goes third with a 1:05.477. Let's look what Divi El Burro can do. Currently championship leader. Sets a 1:05.148. What a lap. Clyde, where do you go? He's starting his lap. It's not looking good, Brad. Sets a 1:06.618. Owen J setting a 1:06.2 as well. Jumbo John said he was going to get on pole and then bin it turn 1. He needs to find a good 2/10 for that to happen. But here we go. Clyde currently 9th. DRS wide open. 201, 202. So he's gone for a more corner balanced setup than what we saw from the other Racing Bull, which was Pro. How can I join? So if you private message me on TikTok, and I'll give you my Discord and you can join. Well, I'll get you in contact with the people that can join. Make you join. Clyde sets a 1:05, nearly flat, but 1:05.026. Let's see what Real Joker can do as he's approaching the line. Goes 10th with a 1:06.070. Little snippet. Before the race and lobby opened, he said that he can set a 1:03. So, I think he lied to me. But Royal Rumble in the Aston Martin. The Aston Martins didn't have a good race last week. Hello, Mia. Yeah, Royal Rumble currently 17th. Hasn't set a lap time though. Let's see what he can do. Approaching at turn number 9. A lot quicker than what we saw Pro do it. Through turn 10 nicely. DRS wide open. Goes 6th with a 1:05.425. What can his teammate Perm do? Perm had pace last season. Apparently set purple in sector 1. Currently going through sector 2 or turn number 4. Bosch curve or Grosser is actual name. 3.5 nicely. Power horse. Get that power down. Go on. Chuck it as far right as you can so you get a better line through turn 7 or the Nicky Lauda corner. Through turn 8 there nicely. You can lose it. Gary, not too bad. Thank you so much. Thank you. Going through Johan Ritt corner or turn number 9. And then A1 for turn 10. Power Perm sets a 1:05.865. Setting going at 9th. I'm really struggling with words today. Joe, what are you doing? Going. Oh, he's invalidated. Shock. I think Hayes. Yeah, there we go. Hayes is gonna. He's gonna come out the pits now. Set pole last week. Didn't convert it. I think he converted it to a podium, but not the race win. Oh, that's the Aston Martin flying past. How are we doing, chat? How are you all doing? 10 minutes left of qualifying. There's a Ferrari going quick. Little Jumbo John. Let's see what he can do. Said he was going to get pole. But only P5 at the moment. And that'll invalidate this and next lap. He just doesn't like it when he's got the camera on him. Koreshi, currently P6 with a 105.3. What can he do? He's out of battery, so he's not going to be improving. Royal Rumble, peeling off to the pit. Coupe de Grace, burning ERS, getting this tried to get the slipstream from. Is that the Racing Bull? It was the Racing Bull. Nice, Gary, nice. But here we go. Coupe de Grace apparently allergic to turn 6's apex. How about turn 7's? He's backed right off. That'll be why. Will Joker 13th will try and set another lap in that kick Sauber. Little wiggle out of turn 1. Put the power on too early there. That's going to affect the drive all the way up to turn 3. But turn 3 nicely done. You want to brake. Turn 3 is an awkward one because you want to brake early to make the corner because that's how you normally race. But it's uphill and it's quite a steep uphill. So you lose so much pace just coming off the throttle. This track will burn ERS like nobody's business as well. Because it's all fast or medium speed corners. So nursing your car's battery today is going to be crucial. All wide through the exit of turn 7 into the entry of 8 for Joker. But look what I mean about that pit lane entry. It's horrendous. Very wide, and that'll invalidate your lap. Not looking good, Bev. What lap time are you going to set? Goes quicker with a 106.053. Knocking Joker down to P14. What about John Mooney? He's invalidated. Fuming. Clyde goes quickest. Oh, no, it's Destructive J. No, it was... I've seen some movement. No, it was Coupe. Coupe's now third with a 105.118. Are we going to see the 104? Is it going to be Destructive J that sets it? He's harvesting, so it's not going to be J. Little Jumbo John's into the pits. Royal Rumble's on an outlap. Hopefully he doesn't hold up that Red Bull of Owen behind him. It'll be churning out dirty. Yeah, he's backed right off. Not looking good, Bev. Look, so this is the pit lane entry. It's right on that racing line. There goes the Alpine. Is that the Alpine of Joe Bailey? No, it's not. It's his teammate, G6. That was an outlap, so should we see what this Alpine can do? It's a mirror. No, we won't, because they've invalidated as well. Alright, let's see what this horrible-looking Alpine can do. Bobbles going down to turn 9. No ERS left. Slide through A1 or turn 10. Goes 9th with a 105.719. There is time to be found, though. Mooney still invalidated. Legends invalidated. Steve B 106, but I think this will be their flying lap now. Let's see what Steve B can do in that Silver Arrow. His teammate really not helping. Mercedes had such a good race last week. I hope they can carry it on. Wobble out of turn 3. Still burning ERS though. Still thinks he can improve. I was going to say 106 is definitely space to improve. Unless he's lost that much time. Lock up into turn 4. That's going to cost a couple of tenths. Now through turn 6. How close does he get to the apex? Didn't see it. But pushes it right out wide for turn 7. Go on. You can push it a bit more. Go on. Yeah, some more curb you can go there. Push that car. Trust that car. Rides the curb, outside curb of turn 9 to get the apex nicely. Hits the apex of 10 as well. Just enough. And improves, but not enough. Still 106.1. Perm improved. He's now 10th with a 105.4. We've got to see what Hayes can do in this kick Sauber. His teammates struggling in 16th. Goes 17th. Is it a kick Sauber? Oh, kick Sauber struggling. G6. Quickest with a 104.827. We said it was going to happen at some point. And it was an Alpine that did it first. It means the track is improving massively. So, how long left? Yellow flags here, there, and everywhere. The Alpine lawnmower for show. Joker's invalidated. Not looking good. Brev is on an outlap. PRL charging down to turn 4. Well, Alan. How did he do deal with Power Horse? Power slide through Power Horse. Through 7 as well. That car just does not look settled. It looks angry. And it looks like it wants to slip and slide everywhere. Nice through there though. DRS open. Goes 11th with a 105.555. All the 5s. Love it. Jonathan Mooney going through turn 4. We're catching a load of drivers at turn 4, aren't we? Has little to no battery left for the rest of the lap. I said it burns your battery like nobody's business. This track. Avoids turn 7 through turn 8 nicely. What can Mooney do? Charging down to turn 9. Look at those bobbles from that camera angle we see. They're scraping. Oh, and he cut turn 10 too much. That's an invalidation for this and next lap. Jumbo John 3rd going out of the way. If we could stop causing yellow flags so we can see how long's left, that'd be ideal. Divi, your championship leader. How's he doing through turn 7 through 8 now? Running out of fuel. And into the pits. Alan, are you going to do the same? No, Alan. He's reduced. Joe, what are you doing? Has no ERS. Look at that. That was nervy going down to turn 9. Slide through power turn 10 as well. Improves by a 10th, but stays at 12th at 105.565. There's that PRL Matt. That was, he's improved to 8 with a 105.351. The fuck, I can't move. What's going on? Have you beat yourself? Jumbo John's found an imaginary wall. I don't get why it's disqualified, yeah. Yeah, beached. I thought it was flat out there. Clearly not. The control view pedal came out. No way. And then it's beached, yeah. Hey, you got to pick one. So, it's qualifying. qualifying that you've jinxed. So at least that's something positive. 1 minute left, so you're gonna have a blinder of a race, and if not, blame Reefski. Blame Dex for not being here this year. It's all his fault. Owen going through turn number 5 now. Looks tidy. Less than a minute left. See what everyone could do. Mooney needs to pull a lap out if he's to progress here. It's not looking good for Red Bull. Well, one Red Bull. The other one's in the top 10. Williams looking strong. Mercedes having a wobble from last week as well. But that's... qualifying's over already. Mooney didn't set a lap. Mooney did not set a lap. Right, that's them going into the pits. Coop, what can you do? There's going to be a car ahead. I think that's Pro. Nothing that Pro could do. What about Coop? He's not quick. He's quick, but not quick enough. Joker didn't improve either. He sets a 106. Well, he just didn't improve. He's 18th. Divvy, your championship leader, goes second with a 104.875. It's only Perm that's left that can improve. And he's peeled off into the pits. In the words of an MP, boring. No, it's going to be a good race. Jonathan, Mooney, you're not going to be starting from the back. You've got little Jumbo John who got disqualified. So you can go second last to first, or second last to second. Is the best that I can offer. You can't go last to first. But that's your grid sorted. G6 on pole, followed by Divvy. Second row is Clyde. Cool. I should have started it earlier. But there we go. G6. Who have I impeded on lap 1? I'm sorry. My plug for the controller. Alright, I'll show it all. And we'll run it down. We'll run it down whilst everyone gets their strategy ready. Ready. I've got Nosebleed being up there. Oh, you do fair. Yeah, Destructive J, what are you doing? I know you're bringing the bar up for tier 4. That's fine. As long as we don't lose any more drivers. Please, I don't want to lose any more quick drivers. We've got some quick people. Right, race director. So, your front row is G6 and Divvy. Clyde on the second row, followed by Destructive J. Koreshi is 5th with Coupe de Grace for company. Perm 7th with Matt in 8th. 9th and 10th is Royal Rumble and Owen. 11th is PRL Allen. JPL, well, Joe in 12th. 13th is Pro. 14th is Hayes. Ooh, fall off from last week. 15th is Not Looking Good, Bev. 16th is iLegends. 17th is Steve B. 18th is Joker. Moody. 19th and little Jumbo John bringing up the field. interesting selection of tires. We'll show you those more. The bottom as 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, bottom 8 all on hards. Then you have, is that Joe? Is Joe going on the mediums? He's going to try the undercut. Owen on the mediums as well. Perm, Coupe de Grace, Koreshi, Destructive J, Clyde, Divvy, all on the mediums. But that could change at any second. Jumbo John say flow, right, flow state on. You need it. Last to first. Here we go, formation lap. Oh, who's that? Clyde. Clyde going for the softs. Only one to brave the softs. $11 on the hards. Mooney, what are you doing? Messing up my little... I was saying the bottom 8 have all started on the yards. I'm fuming. Making it look like I don't know Will. I don't. I really don't. But we've got the rainbow up top. Hard, medium, and soft. Clyde should have the best start here. There we go. Hard, hard, medium. Or if you're on the soft, you could try the 3 stopper with the soft, hard, medium, medium. But why would you do that? You would go soft, hard, medium. But what do I know? I'm only a lonely commentator. Bly, welcome in. We don't need... we'll put lap data on, why not? And we need telemetry on. Let's have a good race. First people forming up. What is that Kick Sauber doing? That's more than 10 car. That's more than a 10 car gap. It's going to be a hard race. Oh, G6 can't park a car. Pass it on. He's going to be a sitting duck now. With... Oh, neither can Owen. Owen can't park a car. Look, he's on the hard as well. He's not going to get that. He needs to hope he has quick reactions here. Is it going to give us a good camera angle, please? And thank you. Right, here we go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's race time for Season 12, Race 3 around Austria for PGRL. Look at the start for well, it was Clyde. Right on the gearbox of G6. Oh, the front 2 of Divvy and Destructive J going off track, going into turn 1. Movements everywhere. And then we've got little pockets forming. Are we going to see any dives into turn 3? Look at that. Watch that. Racing Bull. There's contact back here. The Racing Bull was down the inside. That was Pro. And that caused a domino effect. Look how hard Owen's gone. Owen's going to race in Hockenheim. But Divvy leads the race. A yellow flag. That would have been because of Owen. Jobber John still P20. Matt. Oh, not looking good, Brev. What's happened to him? He's got off track. That's through turn 6. Royal Rumble getting past his teammate Perm. Load of movements all through turn 1. Divvy with the fastest lap so far. Not a surprise. Leading the race. Alan getting a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Why is he pitting? Is that a front wing change? It is. He's changing his front right end plate. I was going to say, is a front right really major around here? It's not really. It's a clockwork track. Perm getting past his teammate. Again, Royal Rumble. Got to be careful of Pro. Lock up there from Perm. Real Joker getting past Legends as well. That was off stream. Royal Rumble getting past Perm. position changes so far. Coupe de Grace is up 2, G6 down 4, Matt down 4, Alan down 9. Not looking good, Bev. It's really not. He's down 4. Owen down 8 as well. Biggest winner so far is Mooney. Coupe de Grace with the fastest lap with a 107.903. Let's show those tyres for everyone. And there's the first penalty. Let's look at them. Find them. 3-second time penalty for not sticking between the white racing lines. Right on the gearbox of Perm. He'll have DRS. Are we going to see him move into turn 4? Moves into turn 4. Can end in tears. Like that. There we go. That's now slammed the door wide open. That's Perm having contact with Qureshi. Pro's then gone and gained 2 positions. Joe's right behind him. Joe's quite an aggressive driver. Let's not forget about that. Destructive J has Coupe de Grace for company. Williams again leading the constructors. So we know these guys have pace. Let's have a ride on board. Is he going to have a lot? It's going to be too far back for turn 1. And there's a lap car already. Alan, unfortunate, had a 10-second penalty. We didn't see what caused the front right end plate damage. But moves out the way so he doesn't get disqualified. Beautifully done. Even though he is ghosted, still does it. Divi leading the way with 1.4 second gap. And it's going to gain more and more and more whilst these 4 battle. Battle 4 second goes all the way from 2nd to 5th. Pro, look at the gap in the midfield. 7th all the way down to 15th. 15th. Everyone has DRS on each other. We're going to see him move from Mooney. No, we're not. We're going to see him move from Perm, though. That was going into turn 9. We missed that. They're going to be side by side, Qureshi and Perm. Last time these two were together, there was contact. Yellow flag in sector 3. I'm using it, but still 100%. Ooh, lucky for you, Jumbo John. Coupe de Grace getting passed by G6. What's gone on there? There's a yellow flag. That's Clyde off. He's on the softs as well. VSC nullifies everything. There was contact. Why is it? Who's lost their front wing? Royal Rumble speeding. Oh, there's severe collision. Jumbo John speeding through VSC. What is Royal Rumble and Pro doing? Obviously no overtaking in under safety VSC conditions. But Clyde and Pro both not having a front right end plate. Neither is Royal Rumble. I don't think he's got a full front left. He hasn't got a full front left wing. The Aston Martin's really not having the best of it. Destructive J backing up, trying to save as much telemetry time as possible. Nothing worse than having a poor... well, just poor telemetry delta to work off for the race start. Like Divi, he's now got a drive through from it. Dave, welcome in. We'll go down to PRL Matt, or will we? We'll go back up to Hayes and Pro going through turn 4. Hayes getting through. Pro really struggling with no front left end plate. might be worth pitting. Lap 6 of 36. Jumbo John DNF. That's a retirement in the pit lane. Doesn't probably, I couldn't catch up. Brake doesn't work. Car's bugged. No, not what you want. Not the the race that you want. But there's Divi serving his drive-through penalty. So Coupe de Grace now leading the way. The Williams boys working well together. They have for the first 3 races. Look at this around the outside. Pro tried to defend it. Didn't make it stick. He's going to try down the inside of turn 4. Little room given by each other. I love it. Through turn 5. This is gonna be, who's going to back out through turn 6. Perm's going to... Wobble from Perm. Pro is now taken P5, and Perm, because of that wobble through turn 6, he's now dropped 2 places to 7th. The McLaren of Qureshi having an interesting line through turn 10, but gets that move on. 10 seconds. What? Oh, Pro getting a 10 seconds of speeding, but Qureshi getting past Perm and Pro. What a drive. Joker's in this pack. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Joker chucking down the inside of Qureshi through turn 3. Perm has no ERS to try and defend this. Oh, he's harvesting at least. Mooney's in this pack as well, so it's all the way down to Matt, so 5th to 9th, so 5 cars all in one shot. Look at that on the onboard. This is going to be interesting. See what McLaren do if they come in with team orders. Through turn 10 nicely. Everyone got through perfectly. Matt dropping back slightly. Is that to cool his engine down? G6 in the pits as well. Coupe de Grace still leading the way. Perm is round on the exit of turn number 1. He got been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Harsh. That is harsh, game. Destructor J within half a second of Coupe de Grace. Coupe de Grace is going to try and hold up the best he can to try and get his teammate back up. Divi currently in P9. I say P9, he was almost under attack from Steve B. Perma's left. That is boggled me. Legends now P8. Mooney. Is he going to have a look on Joker? So close. He's going to... Oh! Joker got caught up in that. But was that Qureshi going into the back of Matt? It looks like it. No front left end plate. So Joker is now P10. Qureshi letting his teammate through. Seeing that he's got damage and his teammate doesn't. Team orders did come into play. But I cannot believe that. Divi, look at this. Right on the gearbox. Smelling the fumes from iLegends. Lap 10 of 36. All that we're missing now is a bit of rain and a bit of a safety car. But there we go. Legends in. Qureshi in. Oh no, it's Qureshi in. Diddy in. Stevie now P7. Legends now in P6, but Destructive J is now your race leader, getting past Coupe de Grace. Is Coupe de Grace burnt his tyres too much? Is Coupe de Grace gonna have a look down into turn 4? No, he's too far back. It's got to be a pit stop very soon for these two. We're seeing everyone else on the mediums pitting, although it does seem that people are pitting very early. Joker got binned. He'll have to clip it and put it in. It's one for stewards to see. But here we go. Coupe de Grace, he's in the pits. Going to try the undercut on Destructive J. Joker now has Clyde and G6 for company right on the gearbox. There goes Clyde. What's G6 going to do? G6 and Joker battling very hard, giving just enough space here. They go through turn 10. DRS wide open for both of them, as they were in a second of Clyde. And G6 has the better of the battery and is now P8. Joe goes to P10. That's Mooney in the pits. Gonna have to flick up to G6, who has Coupe de Grace in his eyes. Coupe de Grace getting a 3-second time penalty as well. G6 being there has just put him off just enough. Mooney dropping back even further. Royal Rumble getting the move done before turn 3 on Jonathan Mooney. Qureshi getting the move on Royal Rumble, who's off track at the moment. The Aston Martins are really not having the best of seasons this year. But G6, Destructive J speeding in the pit lane. He panicked. But here we go. Look at this. G6 closing in on Coupe de Grace, who has Clyde for company as well. Not looking good, Bev. It's just been lapped by P8. Destructive J, it's still in the pits. Where's he coming out? He's coming out now just in front of Joker, but quite a bit far behind G6. Steve B, is he going to get the slipstream and the toe from his teammate? He is. Are they going to switch around? I think they're just going to race, which is great to see. But here we go. G6 closing in on Coupe de Grace. Coupe de Grace closing in on Clyde. Steve B, look at this. Closing in. Still with his teammates. He doesn't want to sit in the slipstream for too long, because your engine's just going to overheat. So when you're going to have to try and attack and try and defend later on, your engine's going to be too hot, and you're not going to have that extra horsepower. That's why we see Clyde in P5 having a look. A little bit of contact, I think. Yeah, it was between Coupe de Grace and Clyde. That's why, well, G6 got through, but that's why Coupe de Grace went deep. Clyde now within 9-10. Not looking good, Bev. Getting a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Right, who else? Steve B and Coupe de Grace. From personal experience, I know Steve B does tend to leave the space and let you make the mistake. But we've seen that Coupe de Grace is the aggressor here. Hayes in the pits from first. That means PRL Matt will lead the way unless he pits as well. No, Matt will pit. Legends in the pits as well. So Steve B will lead this race, or will he? There goes Coupe de Grace burning that ERS into turn 1. Gets that move done nicely. There goes Alpine of G6 as well. Oh, where's Clyde going? Clyde went, do you know what? I'm going to Hockenheim. I'm ready. Bring back Hockenheim. We're going there. G6 on the gearbox of Stevie. Stevie having a lock up on the front right. That affected his traction out. That then Constantinaed to G6, not getting the drive that he potentially would have had. And he's lost his place to Destructive J. Destructive J now in second again. Stevie going around the outside of G6 through turn 6. Then decided, nope, we'll back off. We'll let you burn those medium tyres up. Mine are 14 laps old mediums. You use that grip up. I'll get you later on. Clyde closing in as well. Jonathan Mooney on the gearbox of Pro as well. There we go. Stevie in the pits, as well as Clyde. Destructive Jace going with the quickest time with a 107.131 as it stands. Lap 16 of 36. Hayes getting through, but that's because they were in the pits. And yeah, Mooney still trying to get past Pro. Has DRS. Will burn the little ERS that he has. Had a look down the inside of turn 3. Went that too far. I'm going to let Pro outbrake himself and get the traction out for John Mooney. He's now P7. Still right on that gearbox. I shouldn't see any moves through here, but I wouldn't say that. Mooney's going to stick it there. Joe, one of the drivers that will give the littlest amount of space he possibly can. They're still side by side, but Mooney gets past Joe going in to turn 9. We don't normally see moves through there. Joe having a wobble out of turn 10 as well. That's going to leave him vulnerable to Pro. As Koreshi goes to the scenic route. But there we go. Pro getting past. Better of the batteries. Joe brakes late. Going to squeeze each other. Joe's going to be very vulnerable to Koreshi now because he couldn't get the drive that he needed out of turn 3. So Koreshi is now P8. What a race, lads. What a race. Legends closing in on Matt as well. Both on mediums. Both pitted at the same time. And it is, I was going to say it's the closest battle, but it's not. Koreshi is even closer. Is he going to have the move on Pro? He is going into turn 1. Oh, Pro tried to outbrake him. Took an interesting line through turn 1 as well. That might have got a warning there. But Pro now back in P7. Koreshi P8. Oh, we're going to see a move from Legends. He's had a look. He's had a look. He's tapped around the corner. That's caused him to slide. He needs to grab it. He needs to get off the power and grab it. Legends almost binning it out of turn 3. But somehow saved it. Destructive J. Look at this. He's trying to be destructive on Coupe de Grace's day. DRS wide open. Lap 19 of 36. So this is lap halfway point. Koreshi still all over the back of Pro. Won't see him move into turn 1, surely. Oh, there was! Koreshi tried to brake later than Pro. He's not going to leave any space going into turn 3 if he needs to. He doesn't, but now has no front left end plate, which is the side that you need for a clockwise track. More crucial than the right-hand side. But here we go, Destructive J within half a second. Joker getting past Royal Rumble. That's just the difference in tyres. Clyde getting past Royal Rumble as well. Oh, right, Pro. Closest battle with Qureshi. So Qureshi did get through. We saw that going into turn 3. That front left end plate is really showing how difficult it is to have no front left end plate going through a clockwise track. Qureshi now pitting to change that wing. Qureshi speeding in the pit lane as well. People need to learn how to break into there. Qureshi's retired. No, you've got 17 laps. Anything can happen. You get points wherever you finish. But here we go. Destructive J within half a second still on Coupe de Grace. Let's look at the difference in ERS. We're not going to say it out loud just in case they are listening. But there's a clear advantage. Look at this. 4 cars into one turn. That's Pro, Matt, Joe, and Legends. Now it ticks over to lap 21 as the front 2 across that start-finish line. G6 in the pits. But here we go, Legends eyeing up Joe. Joe having a slide out of turn 10. That's going to leave him vulnerable on the charge to turn number 1. And here we go. Legends getting through. Big lock up and a bit of a squirrely moment mid-corner. But that is Legends through. PRL Matt and Pro Matt gets through. And now is pulling away. Looked like a bit of a wobble from Pro as well out of that turn at 3. And you can see it. Just the difference. A couple of tenths from that slide out of turn 3. Joe dropped right off. He's now behind Legends by a second. Destructive J on the 1 lap old newer tyres. Has that 1 lap grip advantage, especially now the undercut is non-existent because of the distance that they've done. But he's so close. I'm going to have to ask him what the back of Coupe de Grace's car is like if he doesn't get this move done. And that's Joe in the pits. That'll be some brand new mediums to him. Only a couple of laps. Well, a couple of laps. 15 laps left. Remember, if you are in chat, get your driver of the day in. But a couple of... I just can't wait. It's been great. Coupe de Grace get a 3-second time penalty. Is that going to be... That might be crucial to who wins this. Destructive J has got a 10-second though. Oh! Oh! Penalty countback's going to be interesting. Legends getting past Pro. Right. We'll switch everything. Biggest winners and losers at the moment. Mooney's up 14. G6 is down 12. Make that 11. He's just got the move on Royal Rumble. Now has Joker in his sights. Joker gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Down the inside goes G6. Oh, Royal Rumble going for a wider line, scenic route. Joker doesn't have the DRS. But G6 does, going into turn 3. Joker didn't want to brake late and try and flick it down the inside. Gaming Nephew, thank you so much for the heartbeat. But yeah, biggest loser so far is G6, but he is on a run, and that's Coupe de Grace in. Gets a 10-second. He's got a 10-second. He's got a 10-second. Him and Destructive J are nullified, but Destructive J's going to have to serve his penalty if he's to pit. Destructive J's going to serve his penalty in the pit lane. Yellow in Sector 1, that's a Red Bull. Was that Mooney that was round? No, it's his teammate Owen, I believe. It was just a yellow flag for a Red Bull, that's what I know. G6 gaining a place as Divi goes into the pit. Matt getting past Legends. Clyde getting past Legends as well. Legend must have had a wobble through turn number 3. Joker closing in on Divi, but that'll be because Divi's come out of the pit. Remember, if you are watching, you aren't racing, get your driver of the day in. Destructive J in the pits. Now this is going to be crucial. Has the 10-second time penalty to serve. Where is Coupe? Going through the start-finish line now. So how far back is Destructive J going to go? Legend's getting a 3-second time penalty. Gap to the leader. It's going to be behind the Williams. No, not where you want to be. He's behind the Williams of Divi El Burro. He's made light, easy work of that, or has he? Divi's going to fight him back. This is going to help out his teammates so much. So 16 seconds is what Destructive J needs to beat Coupe de Grace. Oh, not with that. He's messed up. Gone very, very, very deep into turn number 4. Oh, no. Not what you needed. G6 close to the back of IRA Hayes. Hayes on the very close to the back of Legends. Oh, and this is what I said. I said the pit lane was a nightmare round here, and you have to be so observant. And that's his front left end plate for G6 out the question. It's now disappeared. It's part of track memorabilia. Legend in the pit. Divi right on the back of G6. Has the Haas of Alan to use the slipstream as he goes through, which is a beautiful thing that this league does. Steve B getting past, not looking good breath, but because he's in the pit. What is going on? Just change, chops and changes everywhere. And Coupe de Grace within a second of Mooney now. Mooney's going to have to pit again. Is he? How old? Yeah. His tyres aren't doing another 11 laps. So Coupe de Grace leads the way. Clyde was in 10 seconds. So Coupe de Grace will, as it stands, if the flag was to fall now, Coupe de Grace would drop all the way down to 6th place. But here we go. He's going to get the move. Nice and easy. No battle there. Coupe de Grace gets past before turn 3. Joe gets the 3-second time penalty. Destructive J gets a 3-second as well. Pushing. He needs to regroup and look after his car. G6 down the inside of... gets passed down the inside by Divi. Oh, jeez. G6 fighting it back. G6 back ahead, but for how long? Welcome in, everyone. But here we go, Divi right on the gearbox. Closest battle that we have on the track. Mooney in the pits. Where's he going to fall back? Because we've got some big gaps forming. He shouldn't drop that far back, I don't believe. Did he have a 10-second time penalty? He's going to drop behind... Oh, it might be behind Joe. It's going to be... No. So he's ahead of Joe, behind Destructive J. Divi gets past G6. G6 has no front left end plate. Let's not forget that. It's going to be crucial while this race unfolds, the last of it. But here we go, G6 dropping back, Clyde closing in on Hayes. These two just need to give space to each other. Oh, nice, John. Yeah, if you want to join, just private message me. Send me a message, and then I will get you in contact with the guys that will get you in the league. But here we go, Clyde closing in on Hayes. These two just need to keep it clean. Push each other along. Don't have any contact. Nothing like that. And you'll be laughing. You're going to get it past Coupe de Grace on penalty countback. Andy, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, it's a PlayStation League, mainly. So here we go, Clyde, right on that gearbox. Joker as well, down in P12. You see that he's currently going through, down into turn 11. You see it as they go, well, they're going to turn 3. No worries, man. The more, the merrier. But yeah, that's Joker getting past Steve B. And stretching those legs slightly. That gap nearly a second. Whilst we were saying that, it's now gone down to 7/10. But yeah, look at this. Clyde still all over the back of Hayes. Divi closing in. What Divi needs to do is get past Clyde and Hayes and then just lift and coast. Bring that car home. And then you get a double Williams podium instead of just one. Legends gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple multiple warnings. Destructive J gets past Divi. No, G6 that was, sorry. Divi still P4. Destructive J should have won this race, but a mistake earlier on. Is it going to bite back and cost him? 3 seconds, 16 seconds. I mean, he's 13 seconds. He's not got that. Coupe de Grace gets another 3-second time penalty. Coupe, keep it on track, man. That's all you got to do. Well, he's got to try and build a gap. And he's pushing that car, and you can see it. It's causing the mistakes. 12 seconds, that gap. Mooney getting past G6, but that's because G6 in the pits. Surely we'll go put the softs on. And Divi gets past Clyde. Here comes the Williams powers. Divi going to be closing in on Hayes. Oh, this is going to... What's total time for penalties? 19 seconds. So, as it stands, drops all the way down to 6th. Everyone on the mediums, or how many on the hards? 3 on the hards. That's Coupe, Divi, and Clyde. Everyone else on the mediums. Interesting choice. Who do we see go in the pits? To put on old mediums. Here's your biggest winners so far. That's Mooney up 13. Hayes up 12. Clyde gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, it is heavy. Not what you want. Divvy needs to get past Hayes to back the field right up here if they're going to get both Williams on the podium. Williams leading the constructors at the moment. And looking at the results so far, that's not going to really change. You've got a McLaren, a Ferrari, and an Aston Martin out. Loads of people pitting. Not being able to push those tyres, those 4 extra laps. G6 now gets a 10-second time penalty that was speeding in the pit lane. He won't be able to serve that unless he goes again. I believe it's too late for a safety car now. So there's no chance of pitting again. And Coupe de Grace is in. This is to get rid of one of the 10 seconds. And it's raining. That's why everyone's pitting. It's getting greasy. Oh, what an end. What an end. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. Hayes decides to stay out. He's on the mediums. Decided to stay out. Same as Divvy. The same as Mooney. Destructive J's coming in. Clyde on the inters already. Clyde made the call early. Oh, we're going to see Clyde win this race. DRS now disabled. It's now the want to be on the inters. Has Coupe done it too late? I think his time penalties will go down. They are now. They're only 9 seconds. And Clyde has 3. Clyde has 10. Coupe might have won this race. This rain might have actually helped Coupe de Grace win this race. Joker and... that was someone moving. I saw movement. I think that was because of a pit stop. Joe and Real Joker. Joe's closing in on Matt. Destructive J is closing in. Oh, has closed in on Legend. Are the front 3 not going to pit? John's in the pits. Divvy going for an interesting line. Hayes is not pitted. Hayes isn't pitted. Does Hayes think it's quite dry enough? It's going to be 6. That's a 6-second gap. This is what we've got to watch out for now. It's 6 seconds plus a 9-second penalty. So 15 seconds, and you've got Clyde behind him within a second. 6 seconds that gap. Hayes has got to do something weird and magical here if he wants to win this race. Joe, Real Joker, and Matt all very close to each other as well. Clyde, I thought it was going to be close enough, but he's not. Legends dropped all the way to P10. That's because he was in the pits. Look at that, 3 cars in shot. Closest battle on the field, on track at the moment. P9, P8 and P7. It is the battle for P7. Matt 13 seconds down the road from John Mooney. And there goes Hayes. Hayes just not having the grip. Look at that, 6 seconds a lap. He's got to pit. Hayes, you've got to pit. It was 6 seconds a lap. So even here, 6 seconds. You get, all right, cool, you've got a 3-second gap. But look, 1.2 seconds after 1 turn. It's too wet. He tried to play it smart, and it's not. It's come back to bite him in the rear diffuser. Joe destroying everything off track. Usual Joe habits there. Joker gets past. So that's P8. Snaps. Oh, little space given by both of them. I know both of these will be in a party, and they're going to be like, whoa, man, give us space. Down to be like, I'm going to be on the racing line. Get quicker. But Joker closing in on Matt. Look at that. See? 6 seconds. It's not even the end of the lap. And he's lost a place to Destructive J now. Don't be surprised if we see Hayes drop to P5 or even further back. He needed to pit, but didn't. Rookie mistake. We've got a helicopter cam. Look at that. 4 cars in shot. That's Matt, Joker, Joe, and then Legends. Oh, it's the other Alpine. Who's the other Alpine? That's G6. G6 being lapped by his teammate Joe in 9th. I would not want to be the race engineer or the team principal of that team, but I'd be having a cold, hard chat with G6. Divvy getting past Hayes. Hayes is a sitting duck. It is the last lap. There we go. Mooney getting past Hayes as well. Hayes tried to pull it off, and it just wasn't going to happen. Joker getting past Matt. That's going into turn 3. Keep to Grace and Clyde. Last 2 corners coming up. Clyde needs to get ahead, and then by a second. Look how aggressive and quick he went into turn 9. Needs to be careful of penalty count back for everyone else, but Keep to Grace wins the race. What's penalty count back going to be? Clyde P2, Destructive J. Only 3 seconds. That puts him up to 2nd. What about Divvy? I think Divvy's too far back to claim these points. So only 1 Williams on the podium this week. Jonathan Mooney, biggest winner this week. I think driver of the day as well. Most positions gained. Hayes 6th. Joker 7th. But we'll have penalty count back to a 10-2. So Matt will be P7. Joe will be P9. Legends P10. Until penalty count back. So Steve B will be P10. Then it'll be... Oh, Steve B destroyed his car going over the line. Love it. Legends P11. Royal Rumble P12. Penalty count back's going to put him further back. So it's going to be Pro that goes P12. Royal Rumble P13. Not looking good, Rev. 14th. Alan P15. Owen 16th. 17th is G6. And 3 retirements of Koreshi, Owen, and G6. What a race. But yeah, driver of the day, I'm giving it to old Mooney. Most places gained, kept out of trouble for majority of it. What drama? What drama? Every week, drama. Love it. I can't wait for the penalty. Can't wait for the report to come out. No worries, Mooney. What a race. I've just got a message from Joe saying that him and Joker are both happy with that result. Okay, but here we go. Here's your podium. Going for a karate celebration. Coup de grace. But there we go. Driver of the day as well. Look at that. Given to by the game. Destructive J, fastest lap. Coup de Grace, race winner. Most overtakes was Legends. And cleanest driver, Jonathan Mooney. What a result. Let's grab all this. Show it all. What a race. And I can't wait for next week. What is next week? I should know. I should have my notes ready for next week. But it is Azerbaijan. It's Baku. I'm happy with that. Last week, I was firmly at the back every week. That is it. That is it. That was some race from 19th. Love it. It was. Didn't set a lap time, but to go from 19th, I said you couldn't get the win. So you had to go as high as you can. Legends. Yeah. No, that was a really good race from you, man. But what a race. What a race. And it only gets better each week. Gets better and better each and every week. Play you out with the anthem. Thanks for having me. Been your commentator, Bearded Steve, and I'll catch you next week. But till then, peace.
Stiggy's precision leaves no room to defy. Speeding through the night, we're chasing dreams. Power grid kings rule the machine. Lemons in the sun, cutting sharp and lean. Feel the adrenaline, it's more than supreme. Noodles weaving turns with a fearless grin. Scotty's burning rubber for the ultimate win. Chaz is lightning with a spark in his soul. Magnitex and rooms keep playing hearts of gold. Speeding through the night, we're chasing dreams. Power grid kings ruling the machine. Lemons in our sun, cutting sharp and lean. Feel the adrenaline, it's more than supreme. Tires screeching under neon glow. A dance of speed where only legends grow. The clock is ticking, every second's a fight. One champion emerges in the break of light.